Mombasa is a heaven of dazzling sandy beaches, beautiful blue waters of the Indian Ocean, and breathtaking aquamarine parks. At the heart of the tantalizing splendor of coastal Kenya is Mombasa Island, a city of narrow streets and fascinating historical relics. Seated at the Tudor Creek side of the city, under a canopy of green, leafy vegetation with blue waters of the Indian Ocean lapping at its toes, is the great Technical University of Mombasa, also known as TUM. TUM is in many ways an institution unlike any other. Founded as Mombasa Institute of Muslim Education, MIOME, in 1948, it is the oldest institute of technology in Kenya and the first chartered university in Mombasa.
The Technical University of Mombasa started off as a technical institution way back in 1948. It started off as MIOME, then we became Mombasa Technical Institute, and then we also transformed later on to become a national polytechnic. We then moved and became Mombasa Polytechnic University College. So it became the first tertiary institution to offer degree courses. And thereafter, we then got a charter in 2013 and we became a full-fledged university.
Determined to become a university of global excellence, TUM's vision is to meet the dynamic and development needs of the society by offering training approaches entrenched in professionalism, equity, commitment, integrity, teamwork, as well as creativity and innovation. The university's curriculum is a whole spectrum of courses in a variety of disciplines designed to offer the learner opportunities for intellectual development with a focus on research and industry.
The School of Business has a rich history. It started in the 40s. Currently, we have 2 PhDs. We have PhD in Business Administration and PhD in Procurement and Supply Chain Management. We have 4 master's programs, and we also have 6 degrees.
The faculty is made up of 4 sections, or we call departments: Department of Environment and Health Science, Department of Mathematics and Physics, Department of Medical Sciences, and Department of Pure and Applied Sciences. We have around 10 diploma programs, 13 degrees, and at the moment around 9 postgraduate. When I say postgraduate, I mean masters and PhD.
We have 2 degree programs, we have 3 diploma programs and a certificate. Both curriculums that we have now have undergone a restructuring. Like in the old program, we have changed it to accommodate the changing landscape of the media industry.
When I took over as the Dean, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering was running programs of Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronic Engineering and diploma programs in electrical engineering. Medical engineering was running a program of Bachelor of Science in Medical Engineering and diploma. We are also babysitting our newest Department of Architecture and Built Environment, and we are running in that department the programs of quantity surveying diploma and diploma in architecture, as well as Bachelor of Architecture.
We have TVET programs in the university, and we also have what we call the university programs.
Being a technical university, the TVET is actually core.
Now, degree programs do not now fall in TVET. Degree programs are programs that are for the university. TVET programs are the programs that lead you to being hands-on. They come as diploma courses, they come as certificate courses, higher diploma courses, and short courses.
And that is why we are also soon coming up with what we call Institute of TVET. That is what the council wants us to do.
Emphasis is being placed on competence-based learning, in which the learner's competences are at the center of the student's learning experience.
We are going in line with what the government policy is, which is to emphasize more on competence. And yes, it's a university, there's also the need for the learning of philosophy and theory, but also the emphasis on competence is there. So it's a balance. If you're handling the camera, you are handling, yes, you have the competence to handle, but also you have a philosophy behind, your camera. It's not just a tool that you're using.
I mean, they use the method where the student does more than what the teacher normally does in the conventional teaching. The teacher becomes the facilitator. We use the system of invoking.
There are many programs where you finish a university training program and you have to take professional courses, which you have to pay. So one of my targets is to really work with the faculty and deans to ensure that we can prepare our students to take some of those professional courses before they exit the university.
TUM is not just a university. It is a three-dimensional experience of all those wonderful things that life has on offer for multi-talented men and women.
I would be happy to see that the destination for some of the programs is Technical University of Mombasa. It is that establishing a niche where students would say, truly, I want to go run something. Where do I run that something? TUM.
We are taught according to the times. We no longer have books. It's very rare for us to go to the library because we now have an online library. We have sometimes tutorials that are done the digital way. We have digital cameras and recorders. You can never say that if you are a product of the Technical University of Mombasa, you are behind.
Main campus-based university in Mombasa County.
In 2017, right, I was named among Kenya's top student innovators and inventors across all universities in Kenya.
I knew Technical University of Mombasa as one of the biggest innovators. I think you have probably more patent innovations. Yes, we have more patent innovation than most of the other universities. So I think that's something we can harness. So innovation and making sure you get patents, but I think we have to take it beyond just getting a patent. Is how then do you commercialize that patency?
TUM is the best university when you want to take part in technical courses.
Interpersonal communication between me and my lecturers has helped me to just love the school.
We have sponsored students to represent Kenya in Japan, in athletics and also in softball. In fact, last year, our games tutor together with about 6 students went to Japan for the softball competitions, where they came back with the trophy.
Like a huge mixture of Kenya all at once in a campus, so it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's all nice.
This school is just amazing.
For the reverse, we are detecting the presence of the antibodies in the patient serum or plasma.
At the center of all this is research meant to create not just mere doers, but graduates who thirst for creating knowledge.
One, we have what we call internal research. Internal research is where we have our own staff and students doing research within the university based on the Big Four agenda and also based on the Kenya Vision 2030.
Currently, we are working on the Muguka, whereby as a university, we want to know what are the phytochemical component of this Muguka. And also in a public health issues, we want to know how it is affecting the youth. Then on the medical side of the county, they are getting on the psycho effect.
Research has cuts across different levels, both for the students, the faculty, and even inter-university.
The School of Graduate Studies that will produce your doctors and your professors. Now, as far as the university is concerned, it is the home of research. It is at the graduate level that students do research. And after you have done research, you communicate with the world. So all the global communication comes through the School of Graduate Studies.
So I think one of my biggest responsibilities is to look at how can I encourage staff with limited resources, because research costs money. But with limited resources, with the current data available, routine data, how can we start publishing from that data?
We have a proper division with a registrar in charge of research. And we're hoping that after that, we will then eventually have a deputy vice chancellor in charge of only research and innovation. So that is the way we want to go.
Beyond that, we need to think about how do you attract grants for research. And therefore, setting up a team specifically to be looking out for opportunities, making proposals, making applications, and following through those applications.
We have our local research fund, which is the NRF, National Research Fund, from the NACOSTI. Then we also have now the international funding.
Tom's library is key to this research. Students and staff access current literature and consult scientific journals in their search for the latest research findings.
The researchers will not be able to do their research without referring to previous research that has been done. Okay? Yes. So our work is to provide access to these information materials, whether they are in hard copies, they are in electronic format.
In its endeavor to cut a niche in the world of research and training, TUM has ambitious programs for the future. The university is soon launching the first School of Medicine in the coastal region of Kenya.
We will be the first ones to offer the degree in medicine. We do not have any institution along the coast which is teaching medical courses.
In fact, the building is already done. The curriculum, we develop a curriculum which has gone to the board. We have expertise already who are medical doctors within us, because already we have a department of medical science.
We need to have a functional anatomy lab. And that's what we are now busy constructing. We've already gotten feedback from Turkish government to help us with equipping the lab. We also have the French Development Agency. They're going to give us grants for infrastructure.
Indeed, TUM has a lot of partnership, has a lot of memorandum of understanding with several universities. One of the universities is Maritime University in Switzerland, where one of our faculty members is there training. We do have a memorandum of understanding with the University of Ghent, where we are now planning to be able to have students going there for their training program. I'm a visiting professor in the University of Ghent, and so that allows me to be able to supply students. I think there are collaborations with the University of Alexandria in Egypt. So indeed there are external collaborations. And those external collaborations then can be harnessed to ensure that our students, our faculty, have opportunities to experience those other institutions.
Technical University of Mombasa is set for its new dawn, greater expectations and renewed strength for a better tomorrow.
Now on, what is it we want to become?
A unique opportunity. If you look at our closeness to the ocean, so anything marine, we have huge advantage. We have the Kenya Ferry, we have the Kenya Ports, we have the Kenya Navy. So indeed for us, we'll be very advantaged to take chance and use those facilities to be able to say, yes, our students are indeed, our graduates are ready for the market.
So we want to come up with a research agenda on how are we going to use the ocean or our marine environment to help us with this food security and also to increase the manufacturing industry.
How can this university be as competitive as other universities in this country? More important is to look at ranking of the university. And there are several elements about ranking of the university. It's how the students perform, it's how the workers perform, it's how the university is known beyond the location. In many things, you're going to work with the faculty to ensure that their work is known, research is known. So the graduate from this university, if they are the graduates people are looking for in terms of employment, is going to be important. And one of the things I'm going to be working with the faculties is to ensure that the students, by the time they exit the university, are ready for the market.
We pledge to continue producing world-class graduates as we explore all alternative means of making our graduates among the best in Africa and the world.
People need to know this is a great institution, not only having heritage site, but also having great students, great environment. So I think this is a destination people should consider seriously when think about where do I want to go study, where do I want to go and work.
Technical University of Mombasa is a center of excellence. This is the right place to be.